So hi everybody, looking at this position in the swing, what we call the slot, the correct entry, is absolutely fascinating. Okay, so I mean there's all different ways that people swing the golf club, and obviously different skill levels. And we're looking at the professional golfers, they have an amazing talent, an amazing way of finding their way back to these correct positions. And I want to take the time here to show you guys what I'm looking for, and the closer that you guys get to these positions, or to this position, the better that you'll play. Okay. Now the slot, what is it? Is when the club is parallel to the ground from the front view, which means parallel to the ground means this position here. That's parallel to the ground. What we do is we have a look to see where the club head is positioned, whether or not it is level with the hands, or behind the hands, or in front of the hands. Now, what does that mean? Okay, so obviously in this position here, we have the club in the hands, level with the hands. This one here is behind the hands. Okay, and anything out in this direction here would be in front of the hands. Now, over 80% of the golfers around the world are coming with the club out in front of their hands. Now when the club is here out in front of the hands, unless of course you're deliberately trying to hit a fade or deliberately slicing the ball, that would be the only time it's acceptable. It just brings a multitude of poor shots. We see that the hosel or the shaft comes over the ball. It promotes digging, slicing, pull shots, heel shots, even toe shots. And so we're going to go through a few professionals now, and we're going to have a look at how many are actually, getting into this position. Having said that, just having a look at in the other direction, we can definitely come too far behind the hands. Okay, so that would be, not acceptable in this box system that I use, and that's about acceptable. But over that way, we're too far or well under plane. Okay, or too far underneath. So let's have a look now at many great champions, and the little different idiosyncrasies they have. But coming down, we'll often see that the club is split through the forearm, and there's one Jason Day right behind the hands. And we'll just go through now just tour pros from the Australian Open just recently, and you'll just see that once again slightly behind the hands, even with pitch shots level with the hands, going through the forearm behind the hands. Now after a while it makes you think, let's go back, level with the hands. It makes us realize that if all these great ball strikers, all these really advanced players, like behind the hands, are in this position and I'm not, well, there's no magic wand. You have to get yourself closer or in this position. It's just a fact. It's not an opinion, and it's just something that we see over and over again. And then then we get in there and we see the see a few of the club golfers coming over, and I mean, some of it's obviously physics, some of it's obviously fact, but we can't hit the other side, unfortunately, the other side of the golf ball. And for people looking to draw the ball, essentially you'll be trying to get this club head behind the hands coming in. So an interesting look, guys. It's just it's you've got to work with some evidence-based material. I mean, positive thinking will only take you so far. If you're thinking positive, and you just blast a big slice out over a fence, or you hit a huge pull hook, well, that's not going to help you. There's a lot of mechanics involved. So let's get into this, and I'll get you guys moving in the right direction so that we can hopefully get ourselves in this slot or closer to this position. And I really don't think people know how good that they can become, and a lot of people just float around one more year working on the same things, and not improving. But guys, we're going to get you into these positions and get your impact dynamic and get some great shots out there.